Thank you for joining me from the beautiful Palmetto State Park here in the gorgeous state of Texas. I'm going to bring you a few small sequences today that you can use if you're at home quite a bit, if you're working from home or schooling from home, to give you a chance to just take a few moments of time. You can do it throughout your day, you can even break it up. There'll just be a few short poses that you can do to kind of alleviate some of the tension we feel in our neck, our hips, our low spine, our low back. We're just taking a few moments today. Give yourself a few moments of peace. You can always begin by closing your eyes. Come and find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. It's always yogi's choice. So maybe your legs are crossed or maybe half lotus like mine. Take a moment, find some comfort, find your sit bones. Place your hands gently on your knees. Draw the chin toward the chest and gently close your eyes here. And as you inhale, lifting through the heart, and feeling like there's a string pulling you from the top of your head. Sitting up nice and evenly on your sit bones and lengthening through your spine. As you inhale, allow the belly to expand. As you exhale, draw the navel to the spine, allowing the exhale to be longer than your inhale. On your next inhale, gently flutter the eyes open. And we take that time just to give us a little bit of calm, a little bit of peace, kind of centering ourselves so we can begin our practice and just take a few moments to just release everything around us and just to be present. So taking a moment, you can flutter the fingertips, reaching them up nice and tall toward the sky. You can bring the hands down to heart center on our exhale. We'll do that twice more. So inhale, fingertips reach up, send the gaze up to the space between your palms. Exhale, press palms together, drawing them down toward the heart. And once again, inhale, fingertips reach up. Really feel yourself reaching and lifting through the earth, through your spine and through your fingertips. Gaze is up. Exhale, press palms down to heart center. You can take a moment, send the fingertips up. This time send the right hand down behind the right hip and draw the left palm to the right knee. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, drop the shoulders. As you exhale, send your gaze over to your right shoulder. I'm feeling a nice twist in the low spine here. On your next inhale, send the gaze forward and exhale, release the left hand, sweep the fingertips reaching up, left palm toward the left hip, right hand draws towards the left knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, send the gaze over the left shoulder. And you can draw the left knee closer to your body by bending the right elbow. Continue to breath. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, sending them back down to heart center. Allow yourself to go ahead and release the feet. What we're going to do is sweep the left foot, so my left foot is on top. Just place the left foot in front of the right if that's available to you. So your feet are no longer crossed on top of each other, they're just parallel to one another. So we're doing something called cobbler's pose. So inhale, reach up. Lifting through the heart, open the rib cage, and exhale, we're going to forward fold over. Now, this is a beginner maybe yoga video for you, which anybody should be able to do this one if that feels good with certain modifications. You don't have to reach the whole chest all the way over the legs. You can start by just walking the body. Just gently walking it to your edge, never beyond your edge. And if it's available to you, you can draw the forehead down to reach the mat. And essentially what you should feel is on the left side, if that left foot is in front, a really great hip opener on the left side, and maybe some release in the low back as well. So stay here for 3 breaths, allowing the belly to rest between the legs. On your next inhale, raise the gaze and walk the hands back up. So a really quick note, if you see me looking around, it's because I'm not in a green screen. I'm outside. I did see a snake driving in, so that was a little bit of a, I don't know, a bit alarming. I know they exist here. I know they're here and there's signs. So just understand if I'm looking around, it's making sure I don't have any visitors unwanted. All right, so let's sweep the hands up. Let's go ahead first. Switch the feet so the right foot is in front. Right leg is in front, left leg is behind if you start out with your left leg. You can sweep the hands reaching up again with intention, with focus. And then exhale gently, forward fold over the lap if that's available to you. Drawing the forehead down to the earth. Again, I can really feel that hip release here. I can feel that nice stretch in my right hip. It should not be to the point where it's uncomfortable. It shouldn't be to the point where you're hurting. If that is too far for you, please, by all means, the modification is always just to back off. If we listen to our bodies, we'll never hurt ourselves, according to Joseph Pichar. So just listen to your body. Do what feels good for your body. But noticing a beautiful stretch and maybe a release in the low back when you're bending here. You can even come to your elbows. That's perfectly acceptable. Perfectly okay. And then when you're ready, go ahead and inhale the body back up, sweeping the fingertips up one more time. Releasing them down to heart center as you press the palms together. Let's go ahead and extend the feet out. Maybe flexing and pointing the toes, maybe even sending some circles to the wrists and to the ankles. It's such a beautiful background. It's so peaceful here. All right, taking a moment, drawing the left knee, left foot up so that the left foot is on the inside of the right inner thigh. Exhale and maybe assist that left knee down to the left side. I like to take my hands, pressing up, and square my hips towards the right toes that are floated up toward the sky. So with that, inhale, fingertips reach up. We're just getting some really great stretching to our low back. Exhale, forward fold. If it's available to you to forward fold, you can reach the hands on the outsides of the feet, on the outsides of the knees. You can reach the hand on the shin, or on the upper thigh, not on the joint. If you'd like to walk down, if that feels better, but wherever you are, you're going to notice a really great opening in the left rib cage. You can draw the nose closer toward the knee. You can wrap the hands around the foot. Whatever feels good for you, it's always yogi choice. And here comes the sun. Couldn't have made a better day. Sometimes we feel a bit of tension, maybe our hamstrings or maybe the belly of the hamstring is not fully open. So you can do is just gently bend the knee and gently come down a little bit deeper and walking into your stretch so you don't overextend or overstretch that hamstring. On your next inhale, walk the torso back up the body, noticing a release in the low back. Also, when you're doing these stretches, if you feel something that's stretching and it feels like it's talking to you, letting you know it's there, by all means, breathe into that space. Visualize yourself sending some beautiful oxygenated blood into that space and some beautiful energy and oxygen into that space. And also, when you're in these poses, find yourself really noticing the body and feeling and noticing any sensations that you're having. Take the left hand, lift the left elbow, extend the left foot to meet the right. Maybe pedaling some blood flow back into the knees. Inhale the right knee up, so the sole of the right foot is up on the mat. Assist the right knee in allowing it to fall towards the right side of your mat. The right foot is on the inside of the left inner thigh. Again, Go ahead and adjust so that your hips are square towards the left toes and are floating upward toward the sky. Take a moment to inhale here. When we're in our fold, I typically do about 3 breaths. Exhale, forward fold here. Again, wherever the hand placement feels best for you, you're sending the hips towards, or the pelvic bone towards the left side of the body. You can always bend that knee, coming a little bit deeper into your stretch. You're giving a little bit more elastic stretch, elastic band stretch. Drawing the nose toward the knee. On your next inhale, begin slowly walking in the torso up to the body. Taking a moment. Inhale, allow the right hand to assist the right knee and extend it back out to the space in front of you at the top of your mat. Pedaling out the knees, sending any kind of blood flow you need to go back into that space. Go ahead and take both feet, the soles of the feet, and draw them toward each other. So you're going to be sitting more of a diamond. I can adjust my sit bones so I'm nice and evenly sitting on them. Drawing the feet together, taking your hands, wrapping them around the feet, lifting through the heart, the collarbone as you take an inhale. Maybe sending the gaze up toward the sky. And as you exhale, I like to bend my elbows on the outside of the shins. Forward fold. If that feels good for you here, stay there. You can always use a rolled block or mat. I don't have any of my props with me today. I'm outside in nature. The next thing is a hike and lunch. But I wanted to bring the video. So if you can use a rolled towel, a blanket, a pillow, it will help with the flexibility in the hips. So wherever you are, take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, gently forward fold, allowing the belly to rest between the thighs. Sending the gaze down to the feet. The soles of the feet are pressing together. Keeping the back flat. That's more important than reaching all the way down to the feet. 3 breaths here. Keeping the neck nice and neutral. The spine is down. Gaze is down. Now your next inhale, release the feet again and walk the body, the torso back up. You can bring both knees all the way up so the soles of the feet are on the earth. You can walk the feet over to one side of your mat and allow your knees to drop to one side. So in this way, we're going to work on our cat-cow. I'm going to actually turn my mat the wrong way. Talk about neutral spine in yoga, so we want to make sure our back is nice and long and flat. We want to make sure that our wrists are underneath our shoulders, our hips and our knees are underneath our hips. Our back is nice and flat. Our gaze is down between the index finger and the thumb. We keep the back nice and flat. Sometimes a tendency to drop the neck. Instead, engage and draw the shoulders back, keeping a micro bend in the elbows, keeping the back nice and flat. So pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, we're going to drop the heart to the earth while we lift the crown of the head and the tailbone simultaneously. So taking a nice inhale here, send the gaze up toward the sky, the tailbone reaches up, the heart is reaching toward the earth. As we exhale, draw the navel toward the spine, chin to chest, rounding through the shoulders, lifting and reaching the shoulders up and away from each other. Tailbone is tucked. The top of the feet are pressing into the mat behind us. Inhale again. Dropping the heart. Sending the gaze up. Shoulders back. Tailbone is lifted. Let's do 3 more on your own. When you're done, go ahead and go back to neutral. going to have you walk all the way up to the top of the mat or the top of your hand. Sweep the feet to one side of your mat. Allow the hips to reach the other side of your mat. And we're going to actually stop here because we're right at about 15 minutes. So just to let you know, you can always take a few moments out of your day. I would suggest maybe taking in the next 5 minutes or so, maybe finding yourself laying down in corpse pose or what we call shavasana, final relaxation. Maybe just sitting up in a cross-legged position and just gently closing your eyes, finding some quiet space just to be still. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to bring you another video very soon, so please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more simple yoga videos. Thanks again for joining me in this yoga sessions. Namaste.